overseas. My friend Tennyson Wadsworth III. Those of you who used to listen up to 2 years ago to At Home Abroad would have probably heard me talking to him from down here when we used to do that show. We still do it, by the way, except it's a little different now. We've got Garfield Burford, and we've got Peke Yangu, that's Everton Bird, the lawyer. And we have musicologist Garth White, and sociologist too. And of course, there is Ken Williams on the show too. And fellas from New York, while you're listening at www.hot102.fm, just a reminder that former Prime Minister of Jamaica, Bruce Golding, will be making a presentation at the Schomburg Center for Research in Black Culture, the New York Public Library in New York, on October 22nd at 7 p.m. That's sort of a continuing series there by CIN. So keep that in mind. I'm sure between now and then we'll do another reminder, but now we'll say hello to our friends from overseas. First of all, let me say hi to Tennyson. How are you, man?
Good evening, Mr. Williams. It's a pleasure to be here in Jamaica.
Yeah, we've been talking about this for a long time, but
quite a while.
You finally made it here, huh?
Yes, the flight was good too.
And, by the way, what airline did you take?
JetBlue.
Oh, I thought you took one to this place and the other place and that place.
No, man, straight flights, man. No endorsement, but you know, you got to speak the truth.
I thought you were going to say fly Jamaica on one leg and JetBlue on the other.
Maybe next time.
And Caribbean Airlines on the third, you know. Now we have a lady from
up in New York.
No, you're not from New York.
Well, that's where I live now.
I thought you said you were from Florida.
No, I have family in Florida. I grew up in Florida. I grew up in Miami, but I've been living in New York for 20-some odd years now.
How come I never met you?
You did meet me, Mr. Williams. You just don't remember meeting me. It's okay.
Really?
Yeah, you've met me a couple times.
Were you ever at Carrot, New York?
Probably.
You probably even know my sister. You know my family.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know your brothers.
Well,
I know Dexter, I see, and Tennyson.
No. My last name is Gordon. My sister is Sharon Gordon.
Oh.
Niece of Beres Hammond.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
That family,
That
kid.
family.
That's not the reggae culture.
Yeah, Coalition to Preserve Reggae Music.
Yes, yes. I spoke to them last week, actually.
Ah, see?
And they're having Itana.
Yes, they are, for their show on November 2nd, yeah.
So Sharon is your sister?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my goodness.
Mm-hmm. But I was born here in Jamaica.
They're doing some good works over there with that.
Oh, yes, definitely.
This is what, the 9th year now?
Maybe 7th? Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
It's been quite a while.
What's your name again?
Simone G.
Simone G.
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, it's the first time you said it. I said your name again. Simone Gordon. Okay. Mm-hmm. And by the way, I will talk to them again, but tell them I said good luck with this year's expo there.
Definitely, I will.
The Coalition to Preserve Reggae Music. Is reggae music Is reggae music being preserved there in New York?
Well, I think their main goal is to preserve, to make sure they keep the cultural music alive. They make sure that artists who have been in the reggae industry for quite a while are getting congressional recognitions. Mm-hmm. They're getting awards so that their names remain in the history books as being a part of reggae music and their contribution to it. So it's really important work that they're doing at CPR.org.
Mm-hmm. So, I was up there the other day. I was getting the reggae, I was getting the New York Legend Award.
Right, okay.
So I'm a living
Congratulations.
legend.
Of course you are.
I'm
honored to be sitting right here across the table from you.
Let me get that autograph right now.
But speaking of reggae in New York, I'm reading here where they're saying, listen, that reggae sales are sluggish in North America. Reggae albums continue to show poor sales in the lucrative North American market, according to the latest figures from Nielsen SoundScan. The sales tracker reports that the top 5 albums on the Billboard Reggae Album Chart returned paltry numbers consistent with data from the last 5 years. Shaggy's highly touted out of many one music. Sly and Robbie present Shaggy at the poor first week with the sales of 741 copies.
Wait, 741
copies.
No comma. In
no
there?
comma, no 000?
No.
That can't be right. Man.
Okay, well,
That can't be right.
and it follows up to the 2011 Summer in Kingston, which was also commercial, and they're using a very harsh word here. Also a commercial flop.
Wow.
Why are they saying that? Come on.
Well,
And this is a far cry, let's say, from the mega sales Shaggy enjoyed with his bombastic and hotshot albums and so on and so forth. Which is kind of weird because reggae is booming.
Bombastic.
In other places around the world.
In Europe, I
In
mean.
Japan.
Well, Ken, there's a lot to talk about that comment before you put it away. You know, there's a lot behind. I mean, the Tasan Chin, you know, she's going to do something for the industry right now. I was listening to radio the other day. The guys on the station, and
What
all of a
station?
sudden 93.5. Okay, I'm sorry. Your affiliate, though. Our affiliate in New York, and all of a sudden, DJ Roy, I believe he says, I found 10 Tasan Chin songs to play now. So, you know, it's going to be a good time for female reggae artists, I believe. And you're going to see a lot of turnaround in the industry now.
Okay. All right. Well, speaking of female reggae artists, let's just talk to the one in front of us here. By the way, I agree with you. Tessa has got a road ahead of her now that is almost paved already. She just has to move down it, you know. But we have always loved that lady. I'm not Dean. I'm not a late comer to Tessa, as you well know.
Wait, didn't we see her last year in the concert on the North Coast?
I've seen her a lot of times. And I've always been impressed by her.
Yeah, that's true.
But let's talk about the lady who's in front of us here, you know? The lady who claims to know me. By the way, if you see me that often, why didn't you say hello?
I did. It's okay. It's okay. I've said hello every time, but it's all right.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's okay. I know you'll remember me now.
Oh, my goodness, yeah. So, but I didn't know that you're a singer until yesterday.
That could be true. That could be true. Well, I was in the background arena for a long time. I was doing background vocals for quite a few different artists.
Okay, such as?
Stephen Marley for many years, and the whole Marley family. Bushman, Richie Stevens. There's quite a few.
Caution.
Yes, true.
That means you've been to Antigua?
I have, yes, on several occasions.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just in the background, and finally taking a step forward, and putting out my own original music at this time.
A lot of soul artists will tell you that they did a lot of background work before.
It's a great learning environment, the background work, because it's tough. A lot of lead singers will tell you they can't sing background because of the holding the harmonies, where you have to be. Sometimes you have to jump around to different parts. It takes a good ear. And a lot of lead singers will say that they feel like they can't do background. They can only do lead.
Are you saying that a lot of lead singers don't have the requisite techniques?
Well, it does take a certain specific type of skill. And some people have it, some people don't. Some people are great upfront people, they're great lead singers, and their voice is just a lead voice. When you're singing background, you have to kind of curtail that. You can't just be broad and out front with your voice. You have to make it blend with the other people that you're singing with. So it takes a different skill, a different type of technique to be a backup vocalist.
You're trying some things on your own, right? You brought something from America. I don't want to say New York or Florida, but the piece we're about to listen to was made where?
This was actually made, the track was done, Mass Track Productions, who is Maurice Gregory, who plays keyboards for Third World, also the brother of Papa San. This was actually done in Florida. So it was done at a studio there. So this is his production, the song that I brought you today.
And you're working also with some other people here.
Sure. Down here, I'm working with a gentleman named Syl Gordon, who's been in the industry a very long time, Cell Block
So yeah, Cell Block. I didn't even know that. I just automatically thought that was Buju Banton's studio.
No.
But
Yeah.
probably not. All right, we're not comparing things here now, but I will just say to you, or ask you, do you find a difference in sound when you record overseas and when you're recording in Jamaica?
Is there a difference in sound? I guess there can be a difference in sound because there are certain things.
We're talking reggae music.
Sure, because there are certain things that are prevalent here in Jamaica that are of the moment, that people will try to incorporate into the music. That may be a little bit different than what you'll get in the States. But you have to remember, in the States, I'm still working with Jamaican producers who born and bred here in Jamaica, have deep roots here in Jamaica. So I get the same no matter where I am, really, because I have the same people around me, if you will. Just because we live in the States don't mean that we don't love yard.
No, not a matter of love. I was just talking about the sound of music.
Yeah, no, it really depends on the producer and who you're working with.
That has something to do with it too. So let's listen. What am I going to hear now?
This track is called All Woman. It's really an anthem track for all those ladies out there who know that, they have their lives running a certain way. They control their work. They bring in the money. They take care of their family. They make sure that their man feels like he's a king, like he should feel. And also for those men who know they have a woman in their life that is a queen.
Well, does he need to bring in any money?
It's a partnership,
Oh yeah.
Any relationship is a partnership.
I'll take
like
that.
any business.
I'll take that to mean he better bring some money.
Everybody has to bring something to the table, even if it's not. You have to bring something. I'm not saying what that something is, but everyone must contribute and bring something to the table.
All right, we're talking extempo here because we didn't even know what were going on. But let's listen to the piece. Made in America, the label says. He's not going to come back in time to turn up my car.
You can stop it and start a new. Because it's not going to be able to upload to things I need to upload if it's too big.
I don't want to miss a minute.
No, just go around there. If it finishes, just hit the on air button so we'll talk. Let's hit, let me see, let's hit. Simone G. Now, is this your first recording, Simone?
It's not my first recording, but it is the first single that I'm pushing. That we've done the video for it and everything, so we're pushing this in anticipation of an album.
Mm-hmm. Would you, we notice we're still saying album.
I know, right?
It's
Old
still,
school.
So when do you anticipate that album?
It should be done by the beginning of next year.
How much of it will be recorded here versus there?
Oh, I would say it's probably going to be in thirds between New York, Florida, and here.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be a little mix of everything.
By the way, did they lift that the shutdown on
The government?
Yeah.
No.
Well, how'd you get out? Because aviation is federal.
No, it's not. It's private corporations that are planes.
No, they own the planes, but airspace is federal.
Not everything.
No.
They allowed certain things
Yeah,
to
to still
continue.
go.
You can't shut down the traffic.
I
Though.
was just
They did shut down the CIA. Good time for some guys.
Don't say that.
The
Stop.
CIA never sleeps.
Mm.
Are you sleeping? All right, so what haven't I asked you that you'd like me to ask you?
Well, let's see. Simone G. You can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Simone G Music. You can also get me on YouTube for when the video comes out,
Mm-hmm.
and that's under Songbird Simone, SONGBIRD SIMONE. What else do you need to know?
So this is it for you now. You're on a solo track now.
Yeah.
If Jimmy Cliff calls and says, "Hey, I'm going to Spain, and I'm short one backup singer," are you still available?
It would take a lot of convincing right now, because at some point you have to say, okay, when am I going to step forward and really dedicate the time to my own project? And I think any backing vocalist who has stepped forward has to go through that and just make a decision to say, all right, well, I may not be able to take as much, but of course we need the money when we can get the money, because we're funding our own project.
Mm-hmm.
We pay for our own studio time, we pay for our own musicians, so the money has to be there, so you have to find the balance.
Open an act or something. It's okay. A little mix of both. It's okay.
Balance it out for a little while.
Well, I'm told that Buju Banton has been moved to Florida. If he's going to do another concert, I know you're at Cell Block now. If they want you to perform behind Buju, I'm putting you on the spot.
Why are you putting me on the spot for a hypothetical situation? That's not fair.
Okay, you got
But I
me.
will be performing down in Florida,
got me
actually,
there.
November
You got
23rd.
me.
I'll
You
be
got me
performing
there.
in Florida. So if people want to see me, they can come see me.
No,
there.
I'll do better. I'll do better than that. And sorry for the hypothetical.
That's okay.
I'll do better than that. I'll let you say, Florida is a big state. So I'll let you say exactly where and when.
Down South Florida, down in Miami at Peacock Park.
Coconut Grove.
Yeah, Coconut Grove
November
area.
23rd.
November 23rd. NutriFest. There's going to be Stephen Marley, actually. Caution, of course.
I'm not going to ask again.
Caution will be there. Midnight. A bunch of different artists from across the world. Some Spanish reggae artists. They're kind of blending reggae from different areas. Spanish, African, Jamaican, Antiguan. They're putting all of these artists together on one stage. And it's just going to be a really exciting show.
Okay, I'd love to hear this.
And a show like that is coming to Jamaica in February.
I'd love to hear the subtle differences in sound from coming from each region. Just curious about that.
How they interpret their reggae.
Mm-hmm. Well, Simone G, the best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you for dropping by.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure to be here with you.
And next time I say hello to you.
I know you'll know who I am now. that's quite all right.
Anyway, say hi to your sister. And again, good luck with the works.
Thank you.
And tell us, man, enjoy Jamaica, huh?
All right, I appreciate that, Ken. I'm planning to do that.
Okay. All right. We
Take
continue.
care.
Thank you.
Hot 102 641.